A lot of us have had the honor to introduce this gentleman quite a few times, and it's kind of always the same. And you feel it's a little bit redundant, but when you win 6 IRONMAN World Championships, redundancy is okay. He was voted the world's greatest endurance athlete of all time. And in 1989, he did something here in Kona nobody ever believed could happen with the type of race he had. The one and only Mark Allen.
Good evening. Every culture has a word for welcome, for I honor you, for together we can honor life. Words like namaste, peace, what's up? But there's no word that represents the best that we can all be together like the word aloha. Aloha was born here in these islands, and it has been nurtured and carried forward to this day by the people who live here. It is not just for the people of Hawaii. It is the spirit that we can all be touched by and embraced. Aloha it's kindness, but not just the kind of kindness that says, I will help you. It's the kindness that says, I will help you each and every day, no matter what you need, no matter when you need it, for the rest of your life. Aloha is unity, and not just the unity we feel with the people that we're near and dear with, but the unity that we feel when we acknowledge that we are all children of this beautiful Mother Earth. Aloha is being agreeable. It's like a contract with life that says, I agree to be my best, but I also agree to help each and every one that I come in contact with to be their best, because when we are all our best, that is when each of us can go to greatness. Aloha is humility, and not just the humility to say, I am grateful when things are going well, but the humility to say, I am grateful to take another breath, to live another day, to dream one more dream, to embrace someone that I care for and tell them one more time, I love you. Aloha is patience, not just for each other, but for ourselves, so that when we fall, we don't say, I failed. We say, how can I stand back up? That is aloha. The Ironman is aloha. It is filled with aloha. There is no greater example of aloha at the Ironman than Dick Hoyt, who swam with his son in a raft, rode 112 miles with him on the front of his bike, pushed him the entire marathon course so that his son Rick could experience what it felt like to be an Ironman. There is no greater unity than what the volunteers share with you. They are people. They have names. They have families. They have jobs. They have commitments. They put all that aside to unify you with this dream and make it possible for you to race the Ironman in Hawaii. There is no greater example of humility than Ironman champion Heather Fuhrer, who 20 years ago, in one of the most intense conditions the Ironman has ever experienced, came up on the leader, her close friend and training partner, Paula Newby-Fraser. And Heather knew that she had to make the pass to be her best, but she knew it would be devastating for Paula. So she ran up to Paula's side and said, Paula, I am doing this for both of us. That is humility. There is no greater example of being patient than John McLean, a triathlete from Australia, who in 1988, in a training ride, was struck by a huge truck going 70 miles an hour. He became a paraplegic. But John, when he had the chance, had the patience to each and every day bring himself back a little bit more, a little bit further to become stronger. He raced the Ironman World Championships and completed This race, as a paraplegic, being the first person to do it in a wheelchair, making all of the able-body cutoffs in 1997, 25 years with patience after that accident, John wheeled himself up on this very stage. He got halfway across, he stood up out of that wheelchair and walked to the podium. That is the spirit of Aloha. I struggled with that being agreeable part. You see, I couldn't understand how being my best couldn't happen without somebody else being less than their best. The first 6 years that I came here, I was hoping to win by taking something from somebody else. I was hoping to win by taking something from Dave Scott. That was not Aloha. The island knew that my intent was not right. It was never going to allow me to become the champion unless I changed that. It taunted me, it teased me, it enabled me to be in the lead, but then when I started to taste what it was going to be like to be the champion, it would pull it away from me and I would fall apart. In 1989, when I came to the island, I went to a place along Ali'i Drive, right on the water, that has become very special and sacred for me. And for the first time ever, I had a conversation with the island. And I said, please, help me to just be here in the right way this year. Help me to just be here with peace in my heart. Help me to just have a good race. And for the first time, the island, I could hear it speaking back. It said, you can have what you have come here for. You can have it, but it's going to take courage. I knew there was going to be a catch with that courage part. But I felt for the first time that I was being welcomed with Aloha. My heart was touched, and I felt truly welcomed by that island. Dave Scott and I swam together. We biked 112 miles together. We ran side by side almost the entire marathon out on the Queen K, this very large, wide highway. He and I kept bumping into each other because neither of us wanted to give an inch or a second. Late in the marathon, I really had a sense that I could do it. But my legs, my quads had started to break down, and the pain each time my foot hit the ground was so intense I didn't know if I could take another step. A few miles earlier, I had gotten blisters on the arches of my feet, the most sensitive part of my feet, and they had burst, and the blood had stained both of my shoes red. I didn't know if I could take another step. And then I remembered what the island said. You have to have courage. The island wasn't going to let me win unless I was doing my absolute best. And the only way to bring out my absolute best was to put me in a situation where I was asking myself, can I take another step? And I found that courage. I took another step, and the one after that, and the one after that. Dave Scott did his best time ever in his career that day. He broke his previous world's record by over 17 minutes. I did my best time on that day by almost 28. The difference in our times at the end, 58 seconds. Both of us racing side by side, not trying to take something from each other, but trying to help each other become the best we could be. We raced with Aloha. Saturday is your chance. It is your day. It is your time. There are no more tomorrows. It's what you've trained for, what you've dreamed of. Find that kindness of Aloha out there. Thank the volunteers who have shown Aloha for you and made it possible. They have brought you together, and they are making it possible for you to race this dream, the Ironman in Hawaii. Be the best that you can be, because when you do that, it will help everyone else out there be their best. Have the humility to say, even if you too feel like you can't keep going, that I am not a failure. I'm not failing. Give me the patience. Help me to find the courage to take that next step. And when you do that, you will be your best. Each of you will become the best that you can be. And there is, with Aloha, enough greatness to go around for everybody. I thank you. I honor you. From my heart to yours, Aloha. I will see you out there Saturday. Please enjoy this video of Aloha. Thank you.
Every place on earth has a soul. that intangible thing that stays inside of us long after memories have become vague. Hawaii has embraced the essence of that soul in a way that has become iconic. Aloha is being a part of all, and all being a part of ourselves. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot always be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. This is Aloha. The spirit of Aloha has been passed from generation to generation since its genesis. The sharing of its legacy is innate. What this beautiful culture has known for ages still has much to teach, if we are willing to listen. Like the Aloha spirit, the strength of IRONMAN continues to exist because of its intangibles. Throughout our journey, we quietly build our character. We become connected and find balance and purpose. It touches everyone. Volunteers, spectators, and of course, athletes. It comes from Aloha. The Aloha of IRONMAN peaks at the finish line. It is a celebration of all and all being a part of ourselves. This is Hawaiian. This is IRONMAN. This is Aloha.